Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Before I put forward my question, I would like to make a comment on the program. After watching the program We the People, I realized, as a fan of Dr. Zakir Naik, that what a mess it could make if we ask the opinion of every person, namesake Muslim, about Islam and the Muslims. And it has reaffirmed my faith in the verse of the glorious Quran where it says, if you do not know, ask those who know. That's right. Coming to my question. During the course of the talk, Barkha Dutt threw a question to the panelists that most of the Muslims have become image conscious and they have given more concentration on wearing a skull cap, sporting a beard, and the Muslim women wearing the hijab. And as usual, as Barkha Dutt was doing, she avoided your comments on this and she put forward to the other panelist, that was Najeeb Jung. Brother Najeeb Jung said that most of the Muslims who wear the skull caps, sport a beard, and wear the niqab are less than 1%, which I strongly disagree with. I would like to have an enlightened answer by Dr. Zakir Naik on the same, because I consider him to be an expert on Islam and comparative religion. Jazakallah.
As far as the comment made by Najeeb Jung, that less than 1% of the Muslims in India wear this identity. The identity mentioned by Barkha Dutt, that the men wear a skull cap and a beard, and women wear the burqa. He said less than 1% in India wear this identity. And he also said that in my university, he is the Vice-Chancellor of Jamia Millia, he said that we have 20,000 students, girls and boys, and they aren't dressed up in skull cap or beard or burqa. Less than 1% from them wear this. I haven't been to Jamia Millia. I don't know the percentage, but surely, as far as the Indian Muslims are concerned, I totally disagree with him. In my humble opinion, not that I've done research, but looking people around, traveling throughout India, I feel those people who wear a beard, amongst the non-Muslims will be more than 1%. He was said Muslims. Amongst the non-Muslims in India and throughout the world will be more than 1%. He was said Muslims. Muslims, I would say, easily somewhere close to 25 to 30% minimum. I feel minimum. From the Indian Muslims, 25 to 30% of the men would be keeping a beard. As far as the skull cap is concerned, maybe close to 15 to 20% wearing a skull cap. Both put together would surely be more than 10%. Both put together. Both put together, wearing together would be minimum 10%, and either of it, either a beard or a skull cap would be close to 35 to 40%. So I totally disagree with Najeeb Jung on analysis. And he further said that it's only in India we got this from the Hindus. When we pray, we wear a cap. This I agree. This thing that covering the head while prayer is more common in India, but it's not coming from the Hindus. Covering that is not compulsory, but it's the sunnah of the Prophet. And there are many hadith. You mentioned Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, in the book of dress, in chapter number 16, where the Prophet covered his head. It's also mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 7, hadith number 5807, where the Prophet covered his head. And there are various other Sahih hadith. It's a sunnah. There is no hadith showing that ever Prophet went outside with his head uncovered. Though it's not a fard in Islam, it's a sunnah. So it is a part of the Muslim identity. And same with the beard. What I fail to realize, that I don't know about Jamia Millia. But I'm sure, though I have not been to Jamia Millia, even there, the students, inshallah, if they are Muslims, would surely be more than 10% would either be having a cap or a beard or both.
Majority students, I think, are non-Muslims in Jamia Millia.
No, but he said Muslims. When we're talking about Muslims,
No, most students are non-Muslims.
therefore I'm saying amongst the Muslim students. Amongst the Muslim students, I said, I don't know what the percentage is. I haven't been to Jamia Millia. And to put the point across, even Najeeb Jung himself puts a beard. So when you're asking, I say that at least 35% to 40% have either one of them. And if you call him whatever type of Muslim he is, he says he's a Muslim, so even he has a beard. Why he has it, I don't know. But he has a beard.
The next question from the brother at the back.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
There were two females from the audience who were discussing about the hijab. First, a Muslim female said that I wear a hijab and I will explain to those who are not wearing a hijab that you should wear a hijab as a Muslim. But then Muslim female, another Muslim female, she said that she will explain to her. That means she thinks that it is wrong. So she doesn't find it wrong that not wearing a hijab is okay for her. So what are your comments on this compulsion of wearing a hijab as a Muslim?
Yes, I do agree that when Barkha Dutt asked this girl was wearing a hijab, and she explained that she is wearing hijab out of free will, and then Barkha Dutt asked her that if another Muslim girl does not wear, would you mind? She said, I wouldn't mind, but I'll explain to her. That wasn't taken very well by Barkha Dutt. Neither one of the panelists, Najeeb Jung. Oh, see, that is counseling. That's the problem. That's the problem with fanatic Muslims. He said something like that. That's not the problem. That's the problem with the practicing Muslim. It's not a problem. It is the duty of a practicing Muslim. As I mentioned, Quran says in Surah Al-Imran chapter 3 verse 110, Kuntum khaira ummatin ukhrijat linnas ta'miruna bil ma'ruf wa tanhauna 'anil munkar wa tu'minuna billah. That ye are the best of people evolved for mankind because we enjoy what is good and forbid what is wrong. If we do not enjoy what is good and forbid what is wrong, we aren't the best of people. So Najeeb Jung, being a Vice-Chancellor of Jamia Millia, doesn't know this verse of the Quran. It's compulsory duty. So he's saying it is a problem with such Muslims. It is the duty of every practicing Muslim. Similarly, that girl who said, that means she does not agree. Yes, she does not mind, but she does not agree. Similarly, when I said that if a person does not have drugs, and if I counsel him don't have drugs, then Najeeb Jung will be happy. Because the secular world feels that drug is wrong. So just because the secular world feels that the drug is harmful, and when I'm counseling a person who is a drug addict, don't have drugs, they're happy. Similarly, when I have knowledge of the Quran, and I know that modesty is important, and if you hear my talks on women's rights in Islam, that why is hijab required? As the Quran says in Surah Ahzab, chapter 33, verse 59, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the believing women that when they go abroad, they should put on the cloak, put on the jilbab, so that they shall be recognized and it will prevent them from being molested. One of the reasons for eavesdropping, for molestation, for the rape is the way the girls are dressed up. Besides the rapist being responsible, even the girls and the ladies wearing such clothes are responsible. Tali duat se bachti hai. And I've given various answers. Time doesn't permit me to give a long answer. But if you see my cassette on women's rights in Islam, I've given the reason for hijab, or misconception about Islam. What is the reason for hijab? So a girl who knows this will really want to be modest. On the other hand, the girl who is revealing more than concealing, why is she doing this? Even she knows that by revealing, more people will look at her. So she wants more people to look at her. She may not like being raped, that's a different question. But, you know, as I said, that she is responsible. So what we realize that Islam is a religion which has the solution to the problems of humankind. Most of the religions may say not to rob, not to rape. Islam has a solution how to prevent robbery. Islam has a solution how to prevent rape and molestation. But if everyone follows Islam, then who will go to the fashion shows? Who will see fashion TV? Who will see these movies? So it will be a hit on the billion-dollar industry. So that's the reason this billion-dollar industry, the media, is trying its level best that no one accepts this modest dress code. And that's the reason they have such show, because if everyone agrees with the modest dress code, then this industry would go in a loss. As far as the term lunatic fringe is concerned, in the talk show, as far as my memory goes, it was first used by Kabir Khan. And later on, it was used by other panelists, including Barkha Dutt. And he had a subtle way. What he meant was that the so-called scholars of Islam, that's what he meant. And it was really hitting below the belt. And yes, if it had to be used for anyone, I would say that the Vice-Chancellor of Jamia Millia, it can be used for him because he had distorted views about Islam.
كم تسابقتم مع طير الصباح وتناديتم بحيا للفلاح للمصلى كنتم مثل الجناح كطيور عانقت نجم الفضاء